How you doing? I'm Mike Risko from Mike Risko Music, and I am here with Cotter, who is doing some teaching here. He's one of our guitar teachers, and he teaches some other instruments as well. And Cotter also has his own band and does all kinds of other stuff. And I thought it'd be nice for you guys to meet some teachers here and talk about what they're doing. So, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good. So, you play lefty.
I do play lefty.
And how did that happen?
You know, I've done stuff left-handed my whole life, and the guitar.
Are you left-handed?
Yeah. And I do every activity. I throw baseball left-handed. I write left-handed, so it just didn't seem to be too much different. But it has been a struggle.
Did you, when you started, well, only a struggle in that, there's probably not as many left-handed guitars available as there are right-handed.
Mm-hmm.
But when you started, did you start taking guitar lessons when you were a young kid and somebody tried to have you play righty and you kind of wanted to flip it over, or how did that happen?
You know, my mom, she brought me this acoustic home from a yard sale one time. She said, "Oh, it's left-handed." You know, I bought it in mind, thinking, you know, that left-handed would be
consistent. Left-handed?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Right, because you're left-handed.
Yeah, in mind it would be consistent with everything else, and it was. So I just went from there. Yeah, and ever since I've been playing the left.
But there's quite a few manufacturers, as I'm sure you found, that great left-handed guitars.
Yeah, and if you're really looking for something, you go like a custom route, and you can get whatever you want.
That's great. So as far as teaching the lessons here, so what is it that you are finding fulfilling about doing this? I know a lot of guitar players do it, you know, for extra income, but I think that some of the best teachers are doing it, you know, to make a living or to supplement making a living, but also there's a satisfaction there.
Yeah, no, there's a few things that are beside the money, you know, that really make me feel fulfilled as a result of teaching. One of them is being that, you know, working around kids kind of preserves your youth. You know, you have to be in this mindset of a younger person, of someone that, you know, doesn't have the capacity to understand the rest of the world yet. And you kind of have to be in that kind of like blissful, kind of ignorant sometimes way of thinking just for that time and place, you know. And I think that can really rehabilitate your mind and really make you kind of think more practically about some stuff, you know, worry a little less. But at the same time, it's also good to see everyone's own personal growth. You know, if I have a student that's really motivated, that's been kind of taking the assignments week by week and really just hammering it out, taking the advice that I have, then that's also something fulfilling because you see someone else succeed as a result of yourself.
Right, and you're giving back.
Yes, yeah, it feels like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
So that's great. So your band, what's the name of your band?
So I have a trio that I've been doing. It's just called Cotter Champlin Trio. It's pretty much all my music, and I'll get new members sometimes. I'll get different drummers. I have a drummer on an album that I have out that isn't playing the show tomorrow. Mm-hmm. I have a bassist that is on an album that isn't playing the show tomorrow. So, you know, I cycle these players, and you get different feels of playing with people. You know, the personalities of that night make the whole performance. So, you know, varying that and working with other people is always a good idea.
And for all the gear nerds out there, what kind of equipment are you using?
So I have a Carvin H1. It's the original Alan Holdsworth model that Carvin made.
Yeah. Is it a chambered body?
Yeah. Okay. So it's chambered, and it has just like a top over it, like a zebra top, and it has this
not
nice,
this guitar. This is the one left-handed guitar in the store here. Right.
Yeah. No, this one, it has a nice top, so it has this hollow body feel, but it has the physical feel of a solid body guitar. So sonic feel of a hollow body guitar.
Right.
So it's a very nice hybrid.
Yeah, those are cool.
And then I run it through some pedals. Like, for example, one of my favorite pedals is the Hologram Infinite Jets. It's a re-synthesizer pedal, and it really just gives you these kind of amazing, monstrous reverbs, kind of infinite, and you can really just play some really beautiful, lush chords in combination with a delay or some light distortion. I also use a Ibanez TS9 tube screamer for all my distortion sounds.
And what kind of amp?
I have a Quilter Micro Pro 200. It's an 8-inch speaker. 200 watts.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're making some great stuff.
And so are you miking that, or you run a line out?
You can run both. You can do a line out or a mic, depending on what the venue has.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So your band is playing tomorrow at Rockwood in New York City. That's August 3rd at 10 p.m.
Yep.
Right? Mm-hmm. So can you just give us a sample, 30 seconds or so, of some of your music?
Yeah, definitely.
Ellsworthy.
Yeah, definitely. He's
Cool.
he's the guy from.
He's the guy. Awesome. Well, Cotter, thank you for doing this.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mike.
thank you. All right, you guys, if you want to check us out, you can email us at musicstore@riskomusic.com or visit us at mikeriskomusicschool.com. Thank you.